So this story is about when I was literally 5 years old, and this is what I heard from my mother. So when I was very young, basically I was a kid, my mother was trying to teach me a poem, and because I was the first child, I was making mistakes, and my mother didn't know that the child is supposed to make mistakes, so she would literally slap me because I was getting the poem wrong. And when I hear this now, I asked my mother, you literally abused me. And she was like, I didn't know, right? Because you were my first child and I didn't know how to treat children. And I was like, okay. But I think because of that, because of getting beaten up by just messing up some simple English poem, my English got much better because I was like, I got to improve my English because my mother will beat me. I know this sounds very dark and very non-related to the topic, but I think that this plays a major role in your vocabulary. I'm not saying that you should ask your mother to beat you up. No, if you want to learn English, then there's got to be a will inside you. Because all of your life you have been thinking that there's no major use of English apart from people thinking that you are smart and well spoken, right? But the thing is, if you're well spoken and can speak different languages, then you can actually start content creation like me and actually target other countries as well apart from your own country. And all of the Indians, I'm seeing you. A lot of people think that learning a new language is not necessary and it's not worth the time. But the thing is, if you are learning a new language, not only you are increasing your IQ, but your chances of getting successful in all of the ventures, because English is literally an universal language. You can't mess it up. So the reason that you are able to understand English but are not able to actually speak fluently is because you are just a spectator. It's like you watch porn and being a spectator, here too you are just listening people talking in English but you are not even trying to do anything about it. So the number one thing I would advise to anyone starting to learn English is not relying on those apps like Duolingo or trying to just watch some videos about it, just like you are doing right now. Just experience it. You see a lot of shows in English, you understand English but you don't even try to speak it. Whenever you try to speak, or whenever you try to even think, try to think it in English, like in different language. If you are thinking about yourself, then make it in English. Just change its language. The more you practice it, the more it will come naturally. And there would be a moment where your thoughts would start to align in English. Like you would literally start to think in English. It's just simple as that. And bro, trust me, watching Netflix won't improve your English. I remember being a kid and trying to read a philosophy book. And there were all of these words which I haven't heard in my life. I was reading them for the first time, and whenever I read them and didn't understand their meaning, I would try to read the whole sentence so that I could actually get the gist of it, like what is the author trying to say. But whenever I could not understand that, I would try to search it up in the dictionary. A lot of people have the habit to search every word on Google. That is the wrong thing, man. You don't have to find it the easy way. Whenever you try to find a word or its meaning, try to use a dictionary instead of Google, because what you are training your mind to do is actually finding the word and putting in effort to find the word. And this way you will actually learn the word quicker and faster, because you are not chasing some instant gratification meaning. You are actually putting in the effort of flipping the page, opening the dictionary, and then trying to find it in the rows and then just trying to find the word. That effort is what makes you learn it more. I've talked about this in my previous videos, that whenever you link two things together, the thing you are trying to do will get a meaning. For example, my mother told me to wash her car if I wanted to go to the gym so she could save the car's money, right? And I did that, and because of that I got much more consistent in the gym rather than if I was solely going to the gym without doing anything about it. You get the point, right? So put some efforts about it and you'll get there. Eventually, when you try to search things in the dictionary, you'll get there. So yeah, I think these are the two things that you can actually do, which is try to speak English and actually try to implement it in your daily life. And the second thing would be, instead of searching on Google, try to search it in the dictionary. And this way you'll train your mind to remember the words more efficiently. And until then, bye.